So how many times have you guys come back from a great seminar or listened to a great class about difficult children? And you come home with these great ideas. I love blowing out the candle, angry hands pressed against the wall, crossing the midline, giving myself a hug, and all that stuff. And there's a lot of other things too. And then when you get to a real situation, so-and-so comes in the door, Princess comes in the door on Monday, kicking and screaming and crying, flailing on the ground, and you're like, oh shit, I can't use any of this stuff right now. Why? Because Princess isn't going to listen right now because first of all, she can't hear you because she's screaming too loud. Secondly, she's not ready to listen to you because she's still doing her thing. She's still processing her disappointment. She's still processing her departure from mommy or daddy. She's still processing all that transfer of authority. Now I'm with Miss So-and-so. Great. I was having a great time playing on my iPad. Okay. So before you can do all those cute tricks, you got to let Princess wind down. Do you want to sit on my lap? Hey, gorgeous. You look so cute today. Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Blah, 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 and all that crap that she doesn't really want to hear. You're going to say it anyway. Do you want to come sit on my lap? Do you want me to carry you over here for a minute? Offer whatever you think she might like. No, she doesn't want to. She wants to kick and scream. Okay, this is where the cozy corner comes in handy. It's not a punishment, so people just need to stop with that, okay? It's not a punishment. It's a cozy corner. It's nice and soft. It has cute little books in it. Here's my cozy corner that I have. Look at that. Super soft pillow. My best books with little sounds in them and stuff that everybody loves. Okay, they're going to sit there for maybe 5 minutes. Usually it's 5 seconds. Usually it's by the time the parent gets to the car, right? So I'm going to put them down there so they're in a safe place so people aren't stepping on them, tripping over them. They're not, everybody else is also in a safe place because they're not being kicked. Arms aren't being flailed into somebody's face. Jackets not being thrown in somebody's face. Things like that. I'm not being hit. They're in a safe place. And then you're going to greet the next child. Now you're ready to greet the next parent, talk to the next child. You can hear because they're way across in the other room. That's okay. Processing their disappointment, processing their unhappiness, and that's fine. Because usually they sit there for a couple seconds, then they start looking at the books, or they just get up and start playing, or they get up and come over. Can I sit on your lap? Yes, I can't wait to see you and talk to you about your weekend, and then your happy day can start. But it's okay to let them process that out because when they're sitting there flailing on the floor, you look like a fool. You look like you don't know what you're doing. You're insecure because you're like, okay, now I feel like I'm out of control too. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm stepping over this child. It just makes good sense. It's just a safe place. It's not a punishment. It's a safe place for everybody. Let them process it and come back to the situation. And then usually, it happens quick and they're back in the game. All right, you can do this.